To solve this problem, we'll set up a table. This is very much like the interest problems that we had on tape 095. This time the formula is amount times unit value equals total value. We're mixing two things, sirloin and round, to get the mixture. That means that the headings on the side are sirloin for the first row, round for the second row, and then below the double line we have the mixture. Since we're putting together the sirloin and round to make the mixture is like a total sort of thing, and it follows the double line that is like in a great long extended equals mark to help us notice where the equals mark will be in our equation. Amount for the first column, unit value for the second column, and total value for the third column, with the arrangement putting them together across the top. Amount times unit value equals total value. Now we go back to the numbers, and for these numbers we notice that the first number in the problem is $7.50. This is the price per pound. Price per pound, which means it is the value of 1 unit, the cost per pound, value of 1 unit for sirloin. So the $7.50 goes in the unit value position for sirloin. $7.50, and we leave the dollar sign off just to avoid clutter. But the unit value is in price, let's put the dollar, per pound. The unit value is the cost per pound, money per pound. The next number is $3.25. That's for the price per pound of ground round, and so the $3.25 goes in the unit value for round. The next number is 34. We're making 34 pounds of the mixture. That is the amount. The amount is in pounds. The amount is in pounds, and that's for the mixture. We have 34 pounds for the mixture. And the $4.50 per pound, price per pound, that's unit value for the mixture, $4.50. Notice that we now have 5 empty spaces in the chart, and it's time to assign letters. We're looking for how many pounds of sirloin and how many pounds of round. The sirloin we'll call X, the round we'll call Y. We know that the amount times the unit value equals the total value, and so just going straight across the top we have X times 750, which gives us 750X. In the second row we have Y times 3.25, which gives us 3.25Y. And in the bottom row, 34 times 450. Punch the keys on the calculator and you get 153. This time you notice that every space in the chart is filled in with a letter or a number or a formula involving letters and numbers. Where are the equations? Well, remember that the first row amount plus the second row amount will give us the amount in the whole mixture. And so we get X plus Y equals 34 is our first equation. X plus Y equals 34. For the next equation, notice that in the unit value, that's just how much each pound costs. We certainly don't add 750 and 325 to get 450. But here in the total value, the value of the sirloin plus the value of the round will be the value of the whole mixture. And so there's another equation that is sensible, and we get the second equation, 750x plus 325y equals 153. So here's our system of equations. X plus y equals 34, 750x plus 325y equals 153. I'm going to solve these by the addition method. Notice that in each equation we have the x term, then the y term, then the equals mark, then the constant, x, y equals constant. And so they're set up properly for the addition method. All I must do is multiply one of the equations by something that will make one of the letters cancel if I multiply the other equation by the appropriate number as well. I'm going to choose to eliminate the letter y, and I'll multiply the top equation by the opposite of 325. So I'll multiply by negative 3.25 for the top equation. I'll leave the bottom equation alone, that is, I'll multiply it by 1. And doing this gives me the new system, negative 3.25x minus 3.25y equals minus 110.5. Second equation is as it was, 750x plus 325y equals 153. When we add these, the y terms cancel, of course, we set it up that way. And so we get, with the help of a calculator, 4.25x is equal to 42.5. To get x, we divide by its coefficient, 4.25, and that leaves on the left x and on the right 10. And so we have 10 as our answer. 10 is the answer for x. We now must go back to one of the original equations in our system to get y. I'm going to choose the first equation because the numbers are easier, x plus y equals 34, and fill in 10 for x, and so we get 10 plus y equals 34. For 10 plus y equals 34, all we must do is remove the 10 from the left-hand side. We do so by subtracting 10, so we get 10 plus y, subtract 10, equals 34, subtract 10, and that gives y equals 24. Let's go back to the chart, fill in the numbers, and see if things make sense. In the chart, our x we found is 10, our y we found is 24. Now let's see if this works. 10 and 24 give us 34 total. That certainly works. 10 times 750 would be 750 times 10, or 75. 24 times 3.25 gives us 78. Then 75 and 78 add up to 153. And so this makes sense. This fits into the pattern. And we conclude that we have 10 pounds of sirloin, 24 pounds of round, and that's exactly the way we write the answer. 10 pounds sirloin, 24 pounds round. Let's go to a problem that is common in working with solutions. Our second example says, a nurse has 150 liters of a solution that is 50% disinfectant. A nurse has 150 liters of a solution that is 50% disinfectant. how many liters of pure disinfectant must be added to make a solution that is 60% disinfectant.